can say about when Castleford play Leeds, form book goes out at window. It doesn't matter who's playing well or who ain't playing well. Anybody on the day can win that game.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it always has been.
Yeah, it's probably the closest to a city, an inner city derby than as you can get, I suppose. You know, Wigan and Saints are very big. Certainly Hull and OKR are very big. You know, people say, you know, Leeds and Bradford is a big one, but I think Leeds and Cas, to be fair, because you've got that. Certainly from an outsider coming in, you've got small mining town, big city, very rich club, not so rich club. There's all that sort of animosity away from the field, and I think in the past probably Leeds have been somewhat of an egotistical club, very sort of looking down on clubs that are probably not as wealthy as they are. I don't think that's the case now, but certainly in the past when I first joined Castleford, I think it was it certainly was prevalent that you know, the atmosphere coming from Leeds as well, the atmosphere in the dressing room prior to the game was something that I am experienced since I played for Hull against OKR. That's dead and buried, I think. You know, it's an unforgiving place, Wembley, and you know it's great when you win and you look back and you'll think, what a fantastic day I had, and unfortunately if you get beat there, then it goes straight out the window, and nobody thinks about it. You know, ultimately in time, I think you look back and you think, well, at least I've played there, but to lose there, it's just not a very nice experience at all, and I don't think there'll be any other thing on Castleford players' minds apart from, you know, we need to improve in our performance. We need to make sure that we do the little things really well. And you know, we've got a tough task on our hands, but we're very confident that we'll go in there and we can win the game. And I think if that's their approach, then there's no reason why they won't.
Yeah, I don't think they'll look on Wembley and think we've got to get revenge here. I think that's history, that's gone. The team will be looking forward. They know what they'll have to do against Leeds. I don't think last year's final will come into reckoning at all. I think the atmosphere in Castle Leeds is like Lee says, it can only be. I've never played in an old derby, obviously, but the Cass Leeds games, the atmosphere is great, both here at Weldon Lane or at Headingley. You play at Cass, there's 12,000 people there, very close to the ground, very close to the players, I should say. You can feel it, you can smell it. Same when you go to Headingley, you know, we've played there on a Boxing Day when there's been 22,000 people watching these games. And like I say, I think the form book was out of the window. Cass and Leeds, it's whoever turns up on the day, whoever's prepared the best and to do it. I think you can't go unformed, do you?
No, I don't think you can, and I think that, like I said, the atmosphere, I think, has a massive bearing on certainly on Castleford, because when the place is full, you know, they're not only, they're quite analytical, Cass supporters. They understand the game probably a little bit more than probably some other club supporters, but they certainly get behind the team as well, and a lot more over recent years, where, you know, the club have been struggling in the game, and all of a sudden, you know, the arousal of the supporters has ignited the team to just do something special. And I think that, you know, if certainly in this game, the supporters will have a big bearing on the outcome of the game. I think, to be fair, there is a lot of animosity between the two sets of supporters, I think, purely and simply because what I said earlier on. But I think, you know, there'll be a hell of a lot of Leeds supporters there, and I think that just that rivalry for me, you know, I just think it's as close to an inner city derby as you could get.